In the top stories, Mikhail Louis drafted to St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots for CPL 2024. Caribbean government condemn attempted assassination of Donald Trump, and Republican lawmakers blame Biden for attempted Trump assassination. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Monday, July 15th, 2024. I'm Scotticia Hendrickson. Nationally, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots have strengthened their squad for the 2024 Caribbean Premier League or CPL season by drafting emerging talent Mikhail Louis. The announcement comes following the recent CPL player draft, which confirmed the final squads for the upcoming season. Louis, known for his dynamic all-around abilities, is expected to bring fresh energy and versatility to the Patriots. His inclusion is part of a strategic move by the franchise to bolster their lineup with young, promising players. The 23-year-old will be joining a Patriots squad that includes notable players such as Kyle Mayers, who was the first to be drafted this time around, Ryan John, and Vera Sami Permal. The team is gearing up for a competitive season and aims to make a strong impact from the onset. The 2024 CPL season is set to kick off on August 29th, with the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots facing the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium. Fans are eagerly anticipating the season opener, and the performances of the newly drafted players included Mikhail Louis, who is poised to make his mark in the CPL tournament. The youngster is having a bumper season, having just made his historic debut as the first Kittitian to be named the West Indies team. He's currently in England with the men in maroon, who are facing off against England in a 3-match test series. The St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, Skele, has announced scheduled maintenance outages for the week July 15th to July 19th, 2024. These outages are part of ongoing efforts to improve service reliability. On Monday, July 15th, Baker's Corner Townhouses, Wellington Road, and Bastier Valley Water Pump are the areas set to be affected. On July 16th, Douglas Estate St. Peters will be without electricity for most of the day. Areas set to be affected on Wednesday, July 17th are Boyd's Housing Project and Gulfview in Frigate Bay. Meanwhile, Carty's Pasture Tabernacle is set to be without power on Thursday, July 18th. Skele has advised that power is set to be suspended in the named areas from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The company apologizes for any inconvenience caused and urges customers to prepare for these planned outages. Those who remain without power after the scheduled outages are asked to call 465-2013 or 600 from a mobile phone to issue a report. Julia Isaac and Javion Decent from the Tabernacle Village have been awarded the 2024 Sonia Body Promising Youth Leader Scholarships. This scholarship, now in its 11th year, provides $500 Eastern Caribbean dollars to each recipient, assisting with the purchase of uniforms and school supplies as they transition to secondary school. To date, 32 students have benefited from this scholarship. The certificates and checks were presented to the students by Mr. Dale Phipps, principal of Edgar T. Morris Primary School, during their graduation ceremony on July 11, 2024. The scholarship's donor, Mrs. Sonia Body Thompson, is currently serving as a diplomat at the Permanent Mission of St. Kitts and Nevis to the United Nations in New York. She was unable to attend this year's ceremony, but noted in a message that her commitment to help empower youth from Tabernacle Village remains steadfast. Mrs. Body Thompson expressed her ongoing commitment to supporting youth in her hometown. Quote, "It is a joy and honor to give back to my community and help young people achieve academic excellence. I wish Julia, who aspires to be a pediatrician, and Javion, who aspires to be a contractor, the very best in their studies," she said. In 2023, to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the scholarship, Mrs. Body Thompson awarded scholarships to the entire graduating class of 9 students. In regional news, across the Caribbean region, governments have issued strong condemnations following the attempted assassination of former U.S. President Donald Trump. The incident, which occurred during a public appearance in Pennsylvania on Saturday, has sparked international reaction and concern. Regional governments stressed that violence has no place in the political arena. Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said he stands with President Joe Biden and Speaker of the House of Representatives Mike Johnson in condemning the incident, which could have resulted in dozens of people losing their lives. St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew said he was saddened by the incident. The Belize Foreign Affairs Ministry described the incident as an attack on the U.S. democracy. Trump received a minor injury to his ear from one of the bullets fired by Thomas Matthew Crooks. The 20-year-old would-be assassin was shot dead by law enforcement moments after he opened fire on Trump. A prosecutor said at least one attendee was killed, and the Secret Service said 2 spectators were critically injured. A shooting incident in St. Vincent and the Grenadines has claimed the life of a 16-year-old boy and a 30-year-old vendor. The deceased have been identified as Jason St. Rose, 16, a student at the St. Vincent Grammar School, and Jamal John, 30, a vendor. It is reported the shooting incident occurred near a shop in Polyard on Saturday night. The St. Vincent Grammar School, in a statement, said no words could express the shock and sadness the school's community when one of their own, Jason St. Rose, was taken away from them so violently. During this difficult time, we extend our heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and all those who mourn his untimely passing. As a school community, our thoughts and prayers are with them, as well as it is reported a man also sustained a gunshot injury from the incident. In international news, a group of Republican lawmakers are holding President Joe Biden responsible for the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, citing Biden's campaign rhetoric as a catalyst. Nearly a dozen lawmakers have accused Biden and the Democratic Party of inciting the shooting at Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday evening. The criticism focuses on a comment Biden made during a private call with donors, where he reportedly said, and I quote, "It's time to put Trump in a bullseye," end quote. This remark, made less than a week before the attack, has been highlighted by Republicans as contributing to the violence. On Saturday, President Biden condemned the attack and called on Americans to denounce such violence. He also ordered a review of security measures at rallies. Despite this, the Republicans remain steadfast in their belief that Biden's rhetoric played a part in the incident. Georgia Republican Representative Mike Collins went as far as to say, and I quote, "Joe Biden sent the orders," end quote, in a social media post. The FBI identified the shooter as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old kitchen worker from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, who was a registered Republican. Crooks was fatally shot by a Secret Service sniper after he opened fire at the rally. As the investigation continues, the political fallout from the incident is expected to intensify, with both sides of the aisle scrutinizing the implications of campaign rhetoric on public safety. Further afield, China's economy grew 4.7% in the second quarter, missing expectations and slowly from a stronger start in early 2024. This comes as top leaders meet to address sluggish growth, aiming to hit an annual target of around 5%. Heron Lim of Moody's Analytics noted the economy, and I quote, "hit the brakes," and analysts hope the ongoing third meeting in Beijing will also offer solutions. Challenges include a prolonged property crisis, steep local government debt, weak consumption, and high unemployment. Past plenums have brought significant changes, such as market openings in 1978 and hints of policy shifts in 2013. This year's meeting, led by President Xi Jinping, is expected to focus on reforms, though some see it as merely reaffirming pre-made decisions. Economists remain skeptical about immediate impacts on growth, looking instead for signals on long-term priorities. And now for the weather. Present weather is partly cloudy. Winds are moderate from the northeast at 12 miles per hour. The temperature is 29 degrees Celsius or 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1.2 to 1.5 meters or 4 to 5 feet. Weather forecast for today predicts partly cloudy skies with a 40% or moderate chance of a few passing showers. Tonight is expected to be partly cloudy with a 60% or moderate chance of showers. Sunset today will be at 6:49 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:45 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Scotticia Hendrickson.